How's it going, guys and gals? This is Elderofwoe coming back at you. Gonna jump into our LP world and see where we're at. I know it's been a while since I posted one of these videos. I know I had been actually just uploading from my stream, but I think I'm gonna start doing update videos every now and again instead of posting directly from my stream. I know the videos are a lot longer from my stream, and it's a lot harder to, it's a lot denser and harder to get through. Sometimes I'm mining, sometimes I'm doing something tedious, and it does get a little boring. So I'm gonna start doing videos like this. We'll start out, I'll open up my LP, I'll talk to you a little bit while it's loading, and we'll just kind of work on a project or something for a good 30 minutes, 45 minutes maybe, and then that'll call it. And that's where I'll wrap up the episode. And that's how it's gonna be for from now on, for at least for the time being. I'm gonna try this out, see if y'all like it. If y'all do, let me know. If y'all don't, let me know. If y'all would like to see my streaming as well, I still don't mind uploading it. I just want to know what y'all would like to see more of. And beyond that, I mean, there's a lot that's been going on in the game. For me, I've made quite a lot of progress with quite a few things. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do a base tour, and then I'm going to launch into what we're gonna do for the rest of the remainder of the episode. So I think no, I don't even think in my last stream I had this set up, but basically this is where all my plants are coming, my canola seeds, my everything like that. My canola press is down here, fermenting barrel and fermenting barrels. Uh, have those feeding into my oil generators. The oil generators are powering up my advanced cube. My advanced cube is for my wireless RF. The wireless RF is what's powering the planters and gatherers up there, and is where I'm feeding in, the essences and all that good stuff that I'm getting. Now, um, I had been trying my best to progress in mystical agriculture, and I had slowly been making progress, but I hit a dead point because I couldn't make any seeds higher than a tier 3, I believe, at the time. Now, though, I've finally progressed far enough. Went to the end, killed the end dragon, um, you know, did all that sort of stuff, and I've gotten access to a bunch of different metals, and I've made progress as far as magic and everything like that. I have. Okay, so before we go down there and look around, I do have refined storage set up. I don't have any drives in here yet because I don't really have a reason to do that until I have enough resources that I'm not constantly mining and stuff like that. Um, I'm looking towards getting something better than that, but for the time being, this is how I have stuff set up. I set this one up just in case I need to melt something down. Um, but up here, all I have is my display stands and my empower and stuff like that. Nothing super fancy. Over there, we'll go ahead and we'll tour the magic stuff first. Where's my air sigil? So use my air sigil to get around a lot of the time, and to keep track of my resources. I always have this bloodbound drop. I can use it to either make blood or put blood into some sort of system, or it actually just gives me lets me know how much I have left in my life essence uh, pool. So I need to refill eventually. But for now, let's go look over here. So I have my attunement altar set up. I have not used it. I have not set up the rest of it, which I need a whole bunch of these guys right here, the spectral relays. Um, these I actually want to move up further so I can get some more power coming into my celestial altar. Um, But overall, we're making progress. The Astral's something I haven't really ever gotten into, so it's for me it's new. Everything that we're doing with it is new, so I'm slowly learning that. Then we also have our Starlight Infuser over here. And I mean, you need liquid Starlight for this, but that's not that hard to get, and we can actually make more of the more of the liquid Starlight as we need it down there. I might move that up here. Beyond that, if we head back down here, we have our Botania area. And this is where we collect all our mana and stuff like that. And I have auto mana generation set up here. So as the trees grow, I have a Munchdew. The Munchdew does occasionally go on cooldown. Um, when it's not on cooldown, it continuously eats the leaves and produces mana for me. Now back here, I have this set on a 5-minute timer. So every 5 minutes, it'll turn on my plant gatherer to get rid of the. Whoop. Man, I tell you, these guys. I want some. Man, tell you. Lots of enemies. We'll come back out to that in a second. Let's go sleep. So basically, the Munchdew eats the leaves, and every 5 minutes, if a whole bunch of trees have grown by that time, uh, it'll turn on my plant gatherer. The plant gatherer will take care of all the lumber issues instead of me having to grow it. And during that time, it'll gather enough saplings to feed back into my plant sower. See, right now the Munchdew is doing this, so. There we go. Get rid of all these guys. So this guy will go for about 5 minutes. It'll send the saplings over here, fill this back up, and continue to plant. While my Munchdew is continuously eating the leaves to feed into here, and that feeds into my main mana pool. Like I said, every 5 minutes or so, it'll start up and it'll take care of all the plants. After 5 minutes, though, it shuts off and the plants will just grow, the trees will just grow, and the Munchdew will just eat as many leaves as it can. If there's a whole bunch of lumber, it gets taken care of after 5 minutes, and just keeps replanting, keeps redoing its thing. I've got no issues with it. I don't have to touch it. The only thing is sometimes I'll, go mine for 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes and come back and both of my pools are full. So that's the only real issue that I have with it, which isn't a bad issue to have. Let's see. So let's get rid of all this garbage. Tell you can't come out here. And I mean, this is just a imperfect ritual stone. I can turn it dark if I need to for my astral setup. I have my magical stuff over here, when I'm doing crafting and whatnot, and my jewelers as well. That's the jewelers is the magical one. So yeah, I mean that's the basic gist of it right there. I'm also set up to create Terra Steel. I've already got 11 of them. I'm trying to collect as much as I can because I need to use it for empowering when it comes to diamond and emerald. And if I can get a block, it's just a lot easier to empower a block of diamantine or a block of the emerald version at a time instead of doing one at a time. Plus, most of the time I end up needing 4 to 8 of the empowered versions of those. So so just collect them, use my mana as I can, and not really waste much time doing that. So get rid of that. Okay, so that takes care of the magic stuff. Like that's basically what I've been doing there. Out here, of course, is where the plants are being gathered from. I'm using harvesters for this. Harvesters handle pretty much all of this. This is where all my canola comes from. This is where I have my random stuff. Get away. This is where I have all my random stuff, you know, my ender pearls, my coal seeds, basalt seeds, iron seeds, redstone, glowstone, electrotine, copper, obsidian, compressed iron, etc. That handles pretty much all of that, and of course it's continually gathering essence for me so I can convert it. This is just my kind of random seeds, and then this is my tree farm. My tree farm, of course, has all my wood, my apples, my saplings. I have it auto converting coal or charcoal, and then anything excess just gets dumped. Of course, I have my cows and stuff over here. I don't really use them for much right now. But they just do their thing. If I need to, I come up here and I throw them some food or whatever the case might be. I probably need to bring some up for them. It's my cows and my chickens, and I have a goat and or a sheep and a pig in there too somewhere. Or I thought I had a pig in there. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Don't remember. Okay. What else? What else? What else? So, yeah, there's that. This is my basic system for storage. If I really need to look through everything, I can, or I can click on something and look through it. But this is how I craft most of my small stuff. This is where I have my ores being processed, so that way I get as much as I can out of them, tripling each one, so that works pretty well. Of course, I have steel being made here, and let's see, beyond that, of course, I have this side, and this side I have automated sand. So if I turn that on, I start to collect sand. Should be going up. Yeah, there it goes. Might be my collector. Range collector, yeah. That's going in there. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and it'll collect and it'll do its thing. Then of course I have cobblestone and I have auto stone set up. Everything's automated here, so that way I can get all the resources, those basic resources to do things. Everything else here is just kind of as I need it. Sawmill if I need wood, metallurgic infuser, the carpenter we use for everything. Literally everything that we make for making our machines is pretty much we use the carpenter. It saves us on materials, it increases the amount we get, etc., etc. Um, let's see. So that's the basic rundown of everything that's here. But as I said, we've gotten further into everything. So now I can actually make something that I've been wanting to make, which is a master infusion crystal. So that's what we're gonna make today. I already have the items ready to go. It took me quite a while to make this stuff, but I'm so happy that I have it because let's come over here and make it. What am I missing? 4. Because now I no longer need to continuously make regular infusion crystals. Thank goodness. Now I can also do this. See, I'd been taking all my essence and turning it into blocks. So now I can actually take my blocks and just do this. That is so much cooler, and I don't lose any. I have unlimited uses on this thing. That is so much better than what I was doing before. Do that, and that is so much faster now, isn't it? And then if I need it, I use it like this. I can now start producing. Let's see if it's over here. I can now start producing tier 4 seeds, which Terrax and Dionite I can make. And then tier 5 seeds, I think I'm still a little far away. I can make everything except for, I think, the solarium. Which, let's see. Manufacture. Solarium. Fluid alloying. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I still got a little bit to go before I hit there, but I can make the tier 4 seeds. So I can make gold, I can make lapis, I can make experience, I can make a whole ton of stuff now. And now I don't have to worry about using up my crystal. So now I can actually just come down here and craft and craft and craft if I want to. Um, because I do actually have a decent amount of seeds and everything like that. So so if I want, I just pop this in here, and I might even just set it up to autocraft. I'll set up an autocrafter down here and get it all converted all the way, as high as it can, insanium or whatever the case might be. And yeah, that'll be great. It'll save me so much time. Because then I can just take one and pop it back to whatever level that I need it at. So that got us that is like super awesome, exciting for me. It's something that I've been trying to work towards. It will help me a lot when it comes to getting the materials that I need to make better everything, pretty much. Make better seeds, and once I have better seeds, that means I can continue to get like the gold seeds. I'm always running low on gold. Gold is one of the things that I always run low on. Period. Diamonds are something I run low on. Things like that. I can finally start getting some of those resources without having to go and mine for them, which is awesome. Now I can just do the same thing I do for copper. Why are you here, pigman? There wasn't a pigman here, right? I'm not tripping. He came from. I know where he came from, but back up. Let's get out of here, pigman. I don't need that. But yeah, so now I can basically do the same thing that I do with iron and compressed iron and stuff like that. So I can come over here and let's see what we got. We got a decent amount of iron. And if I want some extra, and of course I can always do more than one seed. This is just off of one seed and keeping myself busy. Pop them in like that. I get 3 stacks of iron without having to do anything. If I make more seeds, I can plant more seeds and I can get more essence, and then I can mass produce an item, which is great. Saves me time and effort and having to go mining. So let's see, where are we at? So we're about 17 minutes in. We're gonna go ahead and we'll see what we're doing right now as far as questing, because I was working towards something, but I know I'm lacking resources. So, it was the industrial blast furnace. We actually have to. It's a multi-block structure, and the materials that I need, if I remember correctly, were kind of ridiculous. So I need advanced machine frames. I need 20 of these guys, and you would think, it's not that bad, right? And honestly, it's not super bad, but at the same time, it's a lot of advanced alloy. 20 of them, so you're looking at 40 advanced and 40 carbon and at least 20 tribarium, which I can do. We can actually get that going. Let me see what I got as far as advanced alloy. I got 19. Okay, so our best route for this currently is using this guy. And my cheapest one to do, because this takes time and effort right here, I can just use, and see, like this, is useful too, but all of these are using boosting mixture. So this is my regular one. So bronze, tin, and steel. Not that bad. So let's see. Let me go 3, 6, 9, 12. Right? That'll be good. And then tin, I have plenty of tin. And then steel, I should have some. Of course, the more I have, the better, but I'll do that. And then I usually do these one at a time just for the fact that they chew through my energy. Let me go to sleep. Because as you saw right there, my energy is not maxed out. To keep it maxed out, I've been using solar panels. And the solar panels, of course, only work during the day. So, to make sure that we have enough energy to keep going, yeah, see, this will start going back up. And I definitely should take some time and uh, make the rest of these solar panels better. Right now, the best one I have is right over there. It's level, no, this one right here, level 4, and it puts out quite a bit of energy. Um, so I really should upgrade the rest of these to level 4 at least. And see, it's going up a little further. I think it's 128 that these output. And if I do all 4 of them, or what do I got? 2, 4. About 6 of them. If I have all 6 of them at that level, it'd be kind of good. Okay, so if I come over here, hopefully this is already, it's almost there. And of course, this is eating up kind of, a lot of energy in and of itself. So, yeah. So we let this finish maxing out. Make sure that we're getting enough power to what we need. So the process on this guy is fast, super fast, but my gosh, does it tear through power? It really does. So that's why I just try to make sure that I have it maxed out, because it's just ridiculous the amount of energy that this thing takes up. Yes, I know I need to upgrade energy sources, but right now it's not a big thing. See, look, saw how fast that went. See, now it's powering back up. See, it's super quick. It is extremely fast, but but yeah, it just chews through the energy so quick. But yeah, that's more or less what I'll be working on. Let me go ahead and set some of this to the side. So for the next episode, that's probably what I'll have prepared so we can set it up, because with that blast furnace, we can finally start doing steel a lot faster for starters. Let's see if we can find it. But one of the main reasons that we're getting this is because it's the only way for us to process tungsten. And tungsten we use for fusion casing, superconductors, things that will get us to that next level. You know what I mean? They get us to that next point where we can actually do something even more. And that's what we're aiming for. Everything in this pack is all progression. It's you progress in magic and tech and adventuring at that to be able to access other things. For instance, the ancient dust that I have here. It's all been, it's all stuff that I found while, traveling. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's go do some looking around. Let's go do some exploring. Maybe we can find a dragon to kill or something. See, my cows. Somehow my cows escape. I'm not sure how. I'm not 100% sure how. But this is my base. This is how I have it laid out right now. I don't know why I'm missing a block there. Oh yeah. I know now. I remember. Okay. But yeah, this is how I have everything set up now. For the time being, this is how it'll be. But I've been slowly progressing further and further. One other thing I could go look at and show y'all is I moved all my portals, so now all my portals are down here. This is where the pigman came from, obviously. But I moved all my portals down here, so it's easier to get to. I can get to the end, I can get to the nether, I can get over to the hunting dimension. The only one that I didn't move is the one to the twilight, which I don't really plan on using much. Beyond that, that is everything that I've done. Of course, I have my setup for blood magic and stuff like that. It's further down. Actually, you know what? I'll go show y'all. I'll show y'all where it is. I'll show y'all what it looks like. said there, I said we would do a base. You know, we'd go over all my base and everything like that. So let me go down here. This is the fastest route, so fastest and safest. So all we do is look for the zombie spawner. It should be down this way. This one. So the zombie spawner is where I have my blood magic set up. It's where I have my altar set up. It's where I have my blood collection set up. And everything like that. So when I come over here, I keep all my tools on me. So of course I pull out my sacrificial dagger right here. The dagger of sacrifice. This guy's been down here I don't know how long. Well, we come down here, and this is where I have everything set up. So I have a tier 3, and I have ruins of capacity set up, and ruins of displacement, and all sorts of stuff down here. But if I want to create anything like blank slates, reinforced slates, imbued slates, blood infused glowstone, come down here, I drop it in there, I kill the mobs as they come, But if I stand here, so if I kill them, that's fine. I can use that and collect my let's see, my orb should be in here too. At least I thought it was. I don't see my orb. It should have been here. Uh-oh. Dun dun dun. Did I leave it somewhere? Could have sworn I had my orb on me. Maybe I left it over at the house. Either way, I could also use this. Worst case scenario, if I'm really trying to get some blood into my system, I can do it this way too. Like this. I think this fills it up. Yeah. See, and it'll suck up all the blood. And that's actually going into, see if I grab my divination sigil. It's actually going into my, right here, see? So my current essence is also tied to this guy. And that's what I use for flight and stuff like that. And if I want to put them in, boom, look at that. You know what I mean? I can empty it, or I can fill it, it's whatever the case might be. But I also get blood just by standing here. As I stand here, I have a, it's right here. Let's see if I can see it. Spike plate. So the spike plate automatically drains enemies. Let me fill this back up. I was just trying to prove a point. But let's get that filled back up, because that's what I use for flight and stuff. So as enemies come, they bleed. The blood gets transferred in over here into the tanks or whatever the case might be, and transferred into here. And it's not a big deal. Items get dropped. I don't really need most of them most of the time. If I need to, don't care about that. Like I said, if I need to use this, I will remove this, the spike plate, yeah, and basically just kill them with my dagger of sacrifice. Now, if I need blood in my system or in my where'd it go? Oh, I got pulled out. Inside of my soul network, I just use this guy. It's useful. It is helpful for blood and essence and all that good stuff. So that's awesome. Always picking up junk. Anyways, so that's the gist of how this system works. Of course, I'm gonna expand on this, and eventually I'll have a cursed earth farm for mobs, and I can just set my altar up outside, and it can look nice and everything like that. But for now, this actually works very well. Okay, so let's go back home. Yeah, this is my setup. It works. It does what I needed to do. When I need inert blood, I got inert blood. When I need this, I got that. It all works out. Um, but let's go do some exploring. I think that's what we'll do with the rest of the episode. Because I know pretty much anything we do or anything we choose to do is going to take us some time and some crafting because everything that's at this level is already pretty high up. Yeah. So it is pretty crazy. I need to get to an isotope separator. This will probably take me down the path to having nuclear power. I can upgrade my chests and stuff. I'm mainly trying to move forward with this so that way I can unlock the next main quest, which will take us into space and stuff, as you can see. Let me sleep, and then we'll head out. We're gonna go look and see if maybe we can find something cool. Find a dungeon or something, and we'll just do a little bit of exploring, and then this will just be a nice little fun update episode that I wanted to make for y'all. I mean, I miss making episodes for y'all, and I was kind of tired of doing just live streams and posting those, directly to YouTube. I wanted to do something for my YouTube audience, so figured this might be kind of cool. So y'all saw my base, and now we can go look around. Let's see if we run into anything cool. It looks like a house over here. I think this is a dungeon, actually. If I remember correctly. Yeah, this is a dungeon for sure. We can do this. That's kind of strange. Here's skeletons. Something. Let's see who wants some. We can head down here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a dungeon. Not sure what that sound was, though. Light this place up nice and bright. And I mean, I should be able to get through here without too much trouble. It's the first level after all. I have my laser. These are lights, if I remember correctly. And I guess that takes me to the next level. Not gonna worry about that right now. We'll finish exploring this first level first and foremost. See you later, bruh. Easy stuff. And I mean, if we needed gear, we could take the gear. Instant health. I have my double battery. I have a couple of double batteries, actually. Projectile protection, cooked fish. That's all we need. I don't need that. Easy stuff, right? Of course, it gets harder as we go down, but we can check out the dungeon, have a little fun. Did I miss one? Definitely hear slime. I don't think I need that there. This carrot. Ha. Back up, back up. treasure slime carrot version. So random. Close this up. You're like, why are you using stone? Because I can. I have plenty of resources now, so it's not that big of a deal. Light all of this up. Don't need to fly anywhere right now, so pick that up. Plus, it looks so much cleaner than cobblestone. And I don't have to use a chisel to do that, so it's nice. Okay. This is just food. I'll take the bread. Why not? Protection. Why not? Easy stuff. Make some more torches. Got plenty of coal. Got plenty of cobblestone. So I have plenty of torches. Don't have to worry about it. I just go bam, bam, bam. And I got torches. Let's see, where are we at? 36 minutes. We'll play a little bit longer. We'll finish clearing out this first level, and then maybe we'll pick up on the next episode doing the same thing. We'll clear another level. I'll mark it on the map, and we'll have a little fun with it. I know for a fact that this place can get a little dangerous sometimes, but just depends. Depends on how good you are, how. Let's see. Close this up for sure. Thought I saw platinum. Maybe not. And we'll clear this up. Don't like having stuff like that above my head. Get it all lit up. Of course, it gets a little scarier as you go down, but we got this place all nice and lit up, right? Pretty cool, pretty cool. What's that? Is that water? Green schist. Shell. And we'll keep the carrots, why not? But not bad, right? We lit this place up. Where was that door, though? Okay. Not bad. Guess we passed it right here. There it is. Let's go in here. Seeing if you're in desperate need of materials and stuff. If you need some lava and some water, if you need, there's random things like that. If you need all this brick, and believe me, brick comes in handy. But look at this, this is free resources. You come into one of these dungeons. What's that? I saw something. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing really here, but these are resources that are worth taking too. You might think, well, why? Hoppers early on are a pain. Even now, I don't like making them. And I can make them a lot easier now with rolling machine and everything. But I still don't like to make them. Furnaces aren't bad, but, why not? Why not take it all? Save yourself some time and effort. There's resources that you don't have to make. And so it's helpful. Especially early on. Don't ever forget that. If you come across a dungeon, doing the first couple of levels is actually helpful. You can get all that. You get yourself a free anvil. That's iron right there that you wouldn't normally have. Get yourself some free gear. Early on, gear is Uh, say hard to get is, it's not really hard to get. Ooh, look at that. That has mending on it. Find something with mending, steal that. Steal it and remove the mending from it. But yeah, stuff like that, totally worth grabbing. Place is completely explored now, at least this first level, which is good. Now if we get to the second level, I'll go down there and I will light it up real quick. Let's clear out all this. I don't like having all this gravel on the floor. It's so ugly. Let's see. And we'll set up DL2. Save. Head down. We'll light all this up. We have a lot more mobs here now. 4 directions to go. All that good stuff. And like I said, lots of mobs. I can kill these guys without even getting through here. See, that's gonna come in handy. Back up. Easy stuff like that. Back up. Finish off all these guys. Easy, right? Once you have some decent gear, a laser and stuff like that, not a hard thing to do to get through the first couple of levels. That doesn't mean it's gonna get easier later down the line, just for the fact that we kind of have to deal with blazes and stuff. And blazes are bad things, just terrible things altogether. I don't really need none of that junk. I don't need that. This. And we can actually eat these too, and we get these from killing. But it does poison us too. It's pretty bad poison at that. I don't need that junk. Just throw it in a chest in a second. And you can get stuff like this, iron axes, and you can use those for crafting. Iron axes are kind of a pain. If you look at how to make an iron axe, you have to make it in the blacksmith's workshop. This is literally the only way to make it, other than trading for it. So yeah, it's one of those things that it's kind of worth picking up. That's why I have a chest filled with just random gear, random items like that, because I don't want to have to craft them again, and I can use them to make other things, harvesters and gatherers and all that nice stuff. Let's see, potion of strength, gills, food. You can come down here with a bow as well. Having a ranged weapon will be extremely helpful. Having a laser is just that much better because it's just such an awesome weapon. Here, let me make some more torches real quick. And this will be dun. Pretty easy though, pretty easy. And that leads down, and this is, into a cave over here, which not looking to mess with anything in there. Thank you very much. There's one of those special mobs. Alright. Kill these guys. And this actually leads us to the next level. So we can actually set up another one. We'll do DL3. Okay. Let's run back over here. See what we missed. If we missed anything. See where are we at. Okay, we kind of hit the stopping point. So let's get back to where we were. DL2. And we can pick up next time. So this is Elderofwoe saying over and out. I hope y'all enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, comment, give me some feedback. I much appreciate it. And y'all have a wonderful day.